完全统一的历史任务一定要实现，也一定能够实现。
Taiwan is conducting its largest ever military drills which simulate the repulsion of an invading force.
It's just one of the many data points showing Beijing is preparing for war with Taiwan while we deal with army in Ukraine and inflation. Well, the communists are watching and plotting.
A potential visit to Taiwan by the U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is becoming a problem for President Joe Biden's administration. Beijing, which claims sovereignty over the island, has already issued harsh warnings, even suggesting a possible military response.
Hello, everybody. Recently, U.S.-China tensions have reached an all-time high, as Nancy Pelosi becomes the highest-ranked U.S. diplomat to visit Taiwan in 25 years. But why is China so furious about the visit? Generally, when we think of China, the one and only authoritarian mainland China comes to our mind. But do you know, it wasn't always like that. The Republic of China, the one we know as Taiwan today, was once the entirety of China including the mainland. To understand this we must go into Chinese history, in which the events are extremely confusing. So let's break it down.
This is your friend, with OTT. If you like to help to decide which topics I cover, let me know the topics in the comments section. Make sure you vote this up, so that YouTube knows you're enjoying what you're watching, and if you're new to this channel, do hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon for all notifications.
The last dynasty of China, Qing Dynasty, ruled the country from 1644 until it started declining in the 19th century. The British attacked them in the 1830s, in the First Opium War, and won Hong Kong. In 1895, Japan won the First Sino-Japanese War, and won Korea, an island of Taiwan from the Qing government. Then, the early 20th century saw a massive civil disorder, an internal conflict in the country began, and by 1911, the entire dynasty collapsed. After the fall of the Qing dynasty, lots of provinces in China proclaimed their own independence. The then regional military governments in China agreed to set up a provisional national government to unite the country. In January 1912, the Republic of China was formed, ending the 2,000 years of imperial rule in China. By the way, Taiwan was still under Japanese control at this point. At this time the central government lacked control of the whole country. Large areas of China remained under semi-autonomous rule. Inspired by the Russian Revolution, the Chinese Communist Party was founded in 1921, to resist the national government. Tensions between the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, and the ruling Nationalist Party of Republic of China, ROC, started to grow and this led into a civil war. But that doesn't lasted long, as in 1931, Japan started to invade China, so to support the survival of the nation, the Nationalist Party and Communist Party agreed to stop their conflict and join forces against the Japanese. Soon after World War II, Japan surrendered to Allied forces and gave back the control of territory it had taken including Taiwan. The Republic of China began ruling Taiwan with the consent of its allies, the US and UK. But in the next few years, another civil war broke out in China, and the then nationalist leader Chiang Kai-shek's troops were defeated by Mao Zedong's communist armies. Chiang and his government fled to the island of Taiwan in 1949. The new People's Republic of China was formed under the Chinese Communist Party and Mao Zedong as its first leader. People's Republic China, PRC, is the China we know today. Meanwhile, the Republic of China, the former ruling government, was restricted to the island of Taiwan. After the Communist won, there were now two China in world stage, PRC and ROC, both claiming to be the real one. ROC, which fled the mainland to Taiwan, held China's seat on the United Nations Security Council, and was recognized by many Western nations as the only Chinese government. But in 1971, the UN switched diplomatic recognition to PRC, or present-day China, and the ROC government was forced out. The former Nationalist Party ruled Taiwan as a single-party state for 40 years until Taiwan became a democracy in 1996. With increasing influence and power of PRC, most of the countries broke their ties with Taiwan. The number of countries that recognize the ROC government diplomatically has fallen to just 15. The rest all recognize the PRC under the One China policy. Until this day, Taiwan or the Republic of China is not a part of the United Nations. So, what do you think about this? Is Taiwan the real China? Let me know in comments.